we saw the Gap, I think it was Old Navy, is going to actually pay their employees to work at polls on election day. So what are we seeing here?
Yeah, and actually, I did reach out to HR to see if we ourselves here at Yahoo Finance, part of Verizon Media, would be allowed to volunteer at polls, and that seems to be kosher as well. So just disclosure for everyone on this call if you do want to participate. I do want to point out this Facebook news, it's so belated, right? Adam, we've been talking about this story for months now. Facebook has repeatedly said, you know what, we're a free speech platform. We will allow all these political candidates to say basically whatever they want. There will be misinformation in the ads. We are fully cognizant of that, but that's up to the viewer, that's up to the user to decide and discern whether they want to believe that BS or not. Now, I think Mark Zuckerberg, the pressure is almost insurmountable, right? It has reached a boiling point, to the point where Zuckerberg can no longer stand down, because we understand that there's so much false information that is so critical for voters to really try to educate themselves as they perhaps head to the polls in November. But as we know, with this, coupled with this announcement, there's another piece of news that Facebook will take down any posts that are related to this idea that you can catch COVID by going to vote. And that seems to be a very common topic that's circulating right now. And there's also another layer here with the WhatsApp messaging app, as well as the Messenger app. They're now limiting the number of times you can actually forward a message to 5 people. In the past, it was about 150 people through Messenger, which just shows it's a very sort of belated way to curb the Pandora's box in a way. A lot of this has already been unleashed out of the bag.
Yeah, that's something, just on the WhatsApp side, it's something that they only, I think, ever pulled off in India. And that was when there was a lot of violence going on there related to misinformation spread via WhatsApp. So they had limited how many people could spread information to other folks in that app. But, as you said, Melody, this is kind of too little too late almost, right? Facebook continually says that they are going to allow the content that has misinformation in it. And then, says that they will have fact checkers or correct things. But look, no matter what they do, it is a Pandora's box that is beyond closing again. This company has created a platform that allows for the kind of just ridiculous speech, the most out there comments that gets the most people riled up. And we know psychologists have done studies. It's the content that gets people riled up that they viciously disagree with, that they will then send out, and that will propagate across the algorithm. And that's what the algorithm favors. So regardless of what they say, there is going to be content that will inevitably slip through, because there's more than 2.5 billion people on this thing. That is just something they're going to have to contend with. The fact that they're even allowing then politicians to spread false information, on top of the fact that they can't control what's posted there, is just absolutely beyond the pale. Facebook is once again, I think, stepping in to the exact kind of bee's nest that they had in 2016.
Yeah, and Dan, I think what's particularly disheartening to me is, in a blog post today, Zuckerberg wrote, this election is not going to be business as usual. It shouldn't have been business as usual for the last 4 years. I don't understand how this is a new catalyst that they couldn't have predicted. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, it's one of the reasons I'm one of the 3 people who still has a MySpace account.